Landlords and housing providers here in New York State. This is an emergency call to action. The New York State Legislature, which was set to go out of session today, June 8, 2023, looks like it will not do so and will stay in session possibly through the weekend. Why? Because certain members of that legislature, along with their tenant advocates and tenants, are aggressively trying to push forth a watered-down version of Good Cause Eviction. What is Good Cause Eviction? We're not going to go into great detail on what that is, but we will have a link to that video that we did about Good Cause Eviction at the end of this video. The watered-down version really is not watered down at all. What they're looking to do is to have it mandatory in the 5 boroughs of New York City, and municipalities outside of New York City can opt to vote into it, opt to sign up for Good Cause Eviction. Now, in a nutshell, what that is that landlords will not be able to deny a lease renewal, a tenancy renewal to a tenant if they choose to continue on as your tenant. You will no longer be able to say, I don't want you anymore as a tenant, I want you to leave. Another aspect of Good Cause Eviction is that you have to have a good cause to evict your tenant, which has not been defined. So when you go to court to evict tenants, and you don't want them there anymore, you have to prove to the court why. And if it's not good enough, your case is dismissed. Now, in January of 2022, I testified before a joint committee of the New York State Senate on Good Cause Eviction and stated that the only reason a landlord should have to evict a tenant, and the only need that they have, is to be the deeded owner of the property to say goodbye to the tenant. A link to that testimony and that hearing is also will be provided to you at the end of this video. Another aspect of Good Cause Eviction is that you cannot raise the rent more than 3%. So anything more than 3% when you go to court to evict a tenant will be seen as an excessive rent increase and your case will be dismissed. Now, how ironic is it that here in New York State, a little while ago, members of the New York State Legislature gave themselves a 29% pay increase. But yet, landlords and housing providers here in New York State, if we were to give ourselves a 4% rent increase to our tenants, that's considered excessive, but a 29% pay increase is not. Pretty ironic, pretty disgusting, if you ask me. As you will see next to me is a picture of Governor Kathy Hochul and her phone number. We ask, no, wait a minute, we demand that you call Kathy Hochul's office right now and tell her no to any version of Good Cause Eviction. We do not want Good Cause Eviction now, tomorrow, or the tomorrow after that tomorrow. The end of Good Cause Eviction. Good Cause Eviction and the idea needs to be buried now and forever in New York State. Call our office now. Call up your local legislator, your state representative on the Assembly or the Senate, and tell them that you do not want it. You may reach one like Brian Kavanaugh, or Julia Salazar, or Jabari Brisport, or Harvey Epstein. You may reach one of them that loves Good Cause Eviction, loves the tenants, loves the tenant advocates, and you will never convince them no to it, because they're the ones that are pushing it. But try anyway. Let them know that you're one of their constituents, and you do not support Good Cause Eviction. But call the number on your screen and let Kathy Hochul know no to Good Cause Eviction. And get it done now, not an hour from now, not 2 hours from now, not tomorrow. Do it now. We cannot have Good Cause Eviction in New York State.